This is a poem I wrote while watching Susan Boyle perform on Britain's Got Talent. I have to admit, when I watched her being made fun of when she said she wanted to, she hoped to have a career as big as Ellen Page, and they all kind of looked at her funny. I mean, I don't even know who Ellen Page is, but I knew it was someone that she cared about, and that the audience must have known that she couldn't do half what Ellen Page did, or could do, or does. But my point of this poem was that they were wrong. And people are wrong sometimes about all of us too. And it's a poem about empowerment that I wrote. It's called Indelible. Today I'll be seen as different, but I will also make a difference. Today I'll be looked at and judged by others, but their judgments will not be graffiti on my soul. I will be empowered today. What I do will mean something, if not to you, if not to the world, to me. It's time I stand tall, even if to others all I do is stick out. Today I'll stand up, and I'll stand tall and proud, and I'll stand without shame. And the last thing I do today will be make sure that you remember my name. I hope that doesn't sound too much like the amazing thing I started with when I started, videos here, but it's about, to me, watching her perform and then writing this poem literally through tears. I mean, I might be a wuss, but I was so moved by the fact that she was able to say to others, without really saying anything, when she sang and did what she did, I was blown away, because everything that everyone tried to tell her, whether it was leading up to the very moment she performed and right, years before or the seconds before she performed when people were laughing at her based on the way she looked, the point to me was that she did it. And she may have done it to prove everyone wrong. She may have done it just to see if she could advance. It didn't matter. To me, the point was that she did it at all. So what I want you people to remember today is, all the while, if you're picked on as a kid, or if you're picked on now as an adult, I want you to realize that all the while you're being picked on or put down or misunderstood, you won't just only survive and thrive, you'll endure. And you'll put up with, you learn to become, I call it like Teflon. I mean, think of people's insults and just go like, oh, that's okay. Yeah. That's nice. I mean, their opinions are okay, but don't make them who you are. What I said to another person the other day is, don't make other people's opinions of you your fact. Opinions are always okay to have. I mean, that's what the world's about. But if someone kind of stamps you down long enough, you learn that you start to validate yourself based on other people's opinions. And that's, that's not always good, because then you don't learn. You learn about yourself through someone else's eyes so much that you lose touch with who you are. I mean, I don't know. I'm rambling, but does that make any sense? Anyway, that was my poem for today. And I hope I don't sound too much like some high-tech, geeky guru attempter. I don't want to sound like a Dr. Phil or like a Stuart Smalley, if you remember that character from Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you do. That I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. I mean, I just really hope, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I hope that all of you know that to me you matter, and what you say, and what you go through, and what you do to get to be the person you are, or even to be the person you want to be, matters, because you want it bad enough. and you'll do what you have to get it. And watching some of you people achieve what you've achieved already has blown me away. I've watched people lose tons of weight. I've watched people overcome some shyness. I've watched people do things that I don't even think they thought they could do. Whether it's before YouTube or before someone said, come here, I want you to try this. I want you to try whatever the activity was. It's about empowerment, and it's about realizing that you are enough. And not just based on what someone else thinks you should be. Is it that you're enough for you every day? And if you don't feel that you're enough, you try hard without measuring yourself just through someone else's eyes about doing the best you can every day. Did you fail at trying something? You might have. To me, failure is success just waiting to happen. Because every time you fail at something, I feel like you've succeeded in another way, because you realize, okay, this may not work this way. Let's try it another way. I mean, to me, failure is just success waiting to happen. I don't know, I'm probably going to run over my 10 minutes, but that's my thought for the day. Keep being amazing, and keep being indelible.